Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls born on January 23rd. Welcome to your birthday reading. Okay, welcome to Colleen Tarot, also Aquarius by Aquarius. This is uploaded on Colleen Tarot though, but I have two channels for tarot. Anyway, guys, happy birthday if you are born January 23rd. I wanted to show you the pre-shuffle cards, but before I get into all that, I want to say my intro, which is, if nobody's told you today, you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world, I want to be the first one to tell you. I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you. The divine values you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Because these are some really special pre-shuffle cards. If you're born January 23rd, what's being highlighted is your gift, okay? Your gift from God, your gift from the universe, your gift is being highlighted here. And some of you have the gift of mediumship. Some of you have the gift of being able to see the other side or talk to departed loved ones. But overall, what's being highlighted here is your gift. And literally, once you fully embrace that, allow that to happen, so many things are going to be changing in your life. You're going to be highly sought after for your gift, and it looks like there's the attention of somebody who's coming toward you, all right? And it looks like they're actually leaving something, or this is you leaving something behind to go after this gift, and it brings you money. Anyway, I'm going to pause the video so I can put the cards back in and shuffle them and start your reading from scratch. All right, we're back. So, if you're born January 23rd, it looks like you have the gift, okay? A very divine gift. And maybe you're already aware of it, and maybe you're not, okay? Because if not, I got also a lot of cards about sitting in solitude, but also really watching your thoughts, because you want to sit in silence to receive messages, not to be thinking and thinking, you know. So it's going to take a lot of practice to be in the moment. And as an Aquarian, it can be very difficult because the mind kind of goes everywhere. But like I've said before, you can really hone in on a body part of yours and just really, that's a mind hack to just sort of look at that body part, or really like I'm looking at this rock, you know. Really, it's a mind hack to take the mind off of whatever these thoughts, because you could be thinking, well, what is my gift, or how can I make my gift stronger, and that's the mind taking you everywhere but where you need to be, which is right here, right now. And a good way to always do that is stop, even when you're watching this reading, because it's pre-recorded. Look around. What do you see? What do you hear? You could hear outside noises, inside noises. All of that brings you to the very moment you're in, because that's where the messages come. Also, warm body of water, okay? Being in a warm ocean, or a warm bath, or a shower even. I get a lot of messages in the shower. Sitting and journaling when you first wake up, not going straight to the device, okay? But sort of sitting and laying in bed for like 10 minutes to allow yourself to remember dreams without grabbing your cell phone, okay, where you're still kind of in that alpha state. Because once you grab that cell phone, you immediately go to delta state and you're out of that, and it's going to be hard to remember your dreams. Spiders, I'm being shown spiders, like spiritual spiders. You might wake up and see, you know, like a glimpse of like spiders coming down from the wall or on the wall, okay, and then they go away. All right, this is just affirmation, a confirmation of your psychic gifts, okay, and your eyes opening, like your spiritual eyes, honey. And then once you're up, I don't know what your schedule is, but if you're able to, like, before you get into all of the physical things of the day, the things you have to do, if you can just sort of sit, you know, sit and sort of journal for like 15 minutes, whatever comes to your mind, and just don't even, you know, that's the time to just whatever comes to your mind, and then look back at it over the next month and just see a pattern, okay, and see how things increase for you. Anyway, that's what I was guided to tell you on that. This is about your gifts. We're going to start. Um, we're going to start over basically and see what wants to come out from the Enchanted Map Oracle. If you are born on January 23rd, this is about you tapping into some very special gift that you have. And it looks like it has a lot to do with your psychic abilities, mediumship, or whatnot. Stormfields, magical shapeshifter on the bottom. And that is like an alchemist card. All right, but Stormfields in the reverse came over. And this can literally be, you know, when people have tower moments, you might be helping people get through these tower moments. But it's a card of 9. And it's in the reverse, which these actually do have reverse meanings. It's a card that this too shall pass. So again, you could literally have a gift to communicate with those on the other side who have passed, because this talks about something that passes, all right? But in the reverse, it does say now is not the time to engage in activity that brings unwanted chaos or drama into your life. So remember, I've got already the messages I had channeled from Spirit for you were about sitting in silence but not letting your mind go, being in the warm body of water, journaling. So really trying to stay in a peaceful environment so that you can receive these downloads, this guidance, all right, for your gift. This kind of storm can be destructive and you'll regret your actions later. Hurtful words can be carried on the way of the wind, the tornado of betrayal, anger, and unnecessary angst. Find shelter. This turbulent weather will pass and your house will be untouched. Say no to drama. Wait till the storm blows over and only then will you be heard. So I really feel like this has to do with your gifts. I'm a cryptic person. I can read cryptically between the lines of what Spirit's trying to say. And sitting quietly after the storm passes, sitting quietly after something has passed, something difficult, you, I feel, are the one who brings and alchemizes energy and brings peace to a situation. I really feel this is you. You are the magical shapeshifter. You have the power and the ability and the capability to ease others who've gone through difficult change. Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. And this is exactly what this reading is about, honeys. It's about your gift, all right? So when the magical shapeshifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of difficulty into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you are here will shift. The magical shapeshifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. So this is really about you coming into your divine gifts. And you are chosen for this, whatever this is that you are coming into. But I really feel like it's spiritual, it's divine. It helps others navigate the storm or get through the storm, or you're literally a medium psychic, and this is what you're going to be doing, communicating with the crossed over people. So pay attention to who comes into your life. Allow yourself to be fully present in the moment. I'm getting goosebumps. Allow yourself to be fully present in the moment, because you might have a message for people who come into your life. You might be the one having messages for people. You definitely have a gift that's coming out. Yeah, serendipity, you see what I mean? You see how this just comes naturally, organically. You see how the community, again, you could be out in the community, you could be anywhere, and you just feel like you have this message to give somebody. You don't even know them, and you know, or maybe you feel like you have a gift and you get a message and you share it. People also do this. There are very popular YouTube channels and TikToks where people just get messages and they send them out. I even do this on some of my videos too. It is like that. However you feel guided to share your gift, and it's going to bring you joy, not stress and anxiety. So that's another indicator. If you're wondering, because a lot of people are like, well, how do I share my gift? Yeah, I channel, or I get these messages. Well, how should I do it? Whatever makes you happiest. Are you happy to share this gift through writing, like write a book? Are you happy to share this gift to vlog about it? Okay, the phone went off about the writing a book. Are you, how are you happiest to share this gift? Are you happy to be one-on-one in front of somebody? Or are you happy to just be where the flow takes you and then be in the moment and see who comes across you? Because it does say pay attention to the people that you come across. So I'm gonna leave that up to you, because it's not about me telling you what to do or anyone else, but it is about recognizing sort of why you're here. Okay, one of the reasons, I should say. And it's also about recognizing and seizing your highest self, and your highest joy is going to lead you to your highest self as well. So if you don't like one-on-one interactions with people, that might not be how you're meant to share your gift. Just be open to that. Now, this is the deck that showed the card of mediumship, but let's see what wants to come out. This is the card that this was the deck really highlighting your gift. Vacuum away fear. Call upon Archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings in this situation, and everyone involved. So, and crystals are on the bottom. Crystals might help you. I wear crystal bracelets. You could carry them in your pocket as well, but crystals might help. I love crystals. This is an amplifying crystal, amethyst, okay? And it's a crystal that can help you concentrate, okay, and amplify messages that are coming to you. You can literally hold one, or the phone goes off. So however, but I can understand how you might be afraid how somebody will perceive you, okay? What if you just get a message for some stranger and you go up to them and you say something? But whatever, however you feel like you need to vacuum away that fear, because you're actually walking in divine purpose. All right, let's get into the tarot. Let's get 9 cards here. Those born on January 23rd. You're born on January 23rd. 9 of Wands. It says defense. Let's clarify defense. So I do see, just on the bottom of the deck, like, let's just say you were going out into the world, or you're doing it on the internet, just giving out messages or whatnot. There's that question, well, I don't know who it's for. But if you do get these messages and put them on the internet, you don't have to know who they're for. The one it's meant for will find them. Just kind of like when something pops up into your feed that's beneficial, okay, and that was divine, because it's like you're gonna have people coming to you. And I really feel like you're gonna, you have the nature spirits, like and also grounding. You see how the Empress is barefooted here. Barefooted. Everyone's barefooted. Except for this person has socks. So there's a lot about grounding yourself, getting your feet wet. Tell me about that 9 of Wands, because it does say defense. So if you feel like you need to guard yourself against that, maybe the internet is a way to go. I don't know. So I see some resistance, but I see a lot of followers. Like, you're going to get recognition for this. People are going to be drawn to you. People are going to want to come to you for your services, okay? Or you're going to have a big following. So I see a lot of doubt and hesitation. If you're relating to this, you're having some sort of doubt. And I feel like it's self-doubt. Like, I don't know if this is for me. Or also I'm getting, like, what if you get messages sometimes, not all the time? I mean, it's like a muscle. It gets stronger. It's like that, for everybody. And so there's something about that, okay? Or not being accepted by like a father figure or parental figure. So there's something that might relate to you about that. But I feel like the Emperor can be the boss. It can be masculine energy. It can be even you opening a business. But it's almost like there's, it also can be, communicating with departed loved ones. Someone, passed away, and here you're getting this message. But, like, I don't know if I should give this message, but you're being guided to, however you give these messages, you should, and look at the following that you're going to be having here, okay? Again, the strongest energy I'm picking up for January 23rd is you have the gift. You have the gift. You have this divine gift, and you're really being guided to use it. Or use it more. We have the Star in the reverse. That is your energy. It's a hope and it's a wish. And we have the King of Cups in the reverse. We have the Queen of Cups. This is the card of psychic ability. Like, it's really showing up that you have a gift and you're not using it to your full potential. And it's saying just start. Just start. Because I really feel like the people are going to be put in front of you, or the message will be given to you. Why is the Star in reverse? Because maybe you don't like a lot of attention. Why is the Star in reverse? Landed on the Queen of Cups and the Page of Swords. That's receiving the message. Now, this is the other thing. If you're wondering, how will I know? Like, I'm not sure. How do I know that I'm getting a message and versus, like, or it's just my brain thinking? What I'm getting with this, and I can relate to this as well, obviously for what I do for a living. The way you'll know you're getting a divine message, a spirit message, a psychic message, is it comes in lightning fast. And it comes in so fast that if you don't act on it immediately, like write it down or speak it out, you will forget it. That is how you know it's a psychic message, it's a download. If it's just your brain thinking, your brain will remember it. Your brain will remember it, will circulate back around. But when it's a message, when it's God sent, heaven sent, or sent from somebody on the other side who's trying to connect with you, it's very fast, lightning fast, and it's so fast that you will forget it. So that's how you're going to know. Tell me about the King of Cups. Why is that reverse? Ace of Cups. Queen of Swords. So, again, if you're thinking about this, and if it's your path, think about the people you're going to help, because this is what I'm seeing with this. You're going to be able to help people who have left people here behind, people who have passed on. You're going to be able to help the children of those who have been left behind. You're going to be able to help, the ones who are fatherless. You're going to be able to help the ones who are husbandless, okay? You're going to get these messages in the moment. So if you're wondering, like, how am I going to get this, how am I going to get this message, and you think you have to think on it, no, you don't. It's like that. Queen of Swords is the mentally sharpest witted card of the entire tarot deck. That is how clear and fast you're going to get these messages, and you need to execute them as soon as you get them, or write them down, or if they're for another person, you're going to have to write them down, write the time in which you got the message, and write the message that it is, write the date, the time, the message, and who it's for. And when you see that person, you give it to them if you know them. And if it's just spontaneous, you're in the store, you're shopping or something, you're just one delivering it. That's it. You're going to get a following. So that means it's a muscle that's going to get stronger, and I'm hearing booked. You're going to get people who want to be booked with you. You don't realize the money it brings, and maybe even a person. You're going to be able to relay messages to someone passed away, they never got to say something. It's like they want to say it, but they didn't get to say it in life. I mean, I'm really only getting a reading for like a chosen mediumship, gifted psychic, or it can, any way that you can get these downloads, even if, whatever it is. Even if you're guided to write a book, okay, because this can be like holding the pen, even whatever it is, whatever you're guided to do, it's coming from the divine source, all right? It's coming from the divine source, so do that. Writing, communicating on the internet, because there are different ones of you born on January 23rd, and you have the gift, but how you deliver it you're gonna have a lot of choice in how you deliver it. Like, don't be like, Colleen, how am I supposed to deliver this gift? Like, yeah, I have the gift, but how am I supposed to do it? See, that's where the divine's leaving it up to you. You're supposed to deliver the gift in your highest joy. So if you don't like being in crowds, maybe it's through a book, maybe it's through on the internet, okay? But if you have a specific message for someone you see in public, you're strongly guided to give them that. But you have a lot of choice in how you deliver your downloads and how you channel. Because that's your creative spark you're putting into it, and that's your divine choice how you deliver it, okay? The divine is giving it to you. You get to choose how you deliver it. No matter how it is. Even if you're a songwriter, I was told, anything that comes from the divine, you get to choose how you get to put it out here, but it is from the divine. Know that. And the way you're going to know that has a lot to do with, it comes in so quick and it disappears just as fast. Yeah, Page of Swords right there. The Queen of Cups. I want to know about the Queen of Cups, my psychic card, sensitivity. And if you're having trouble tuning in, it's because there's too much noise around you, or your mind is too much. The Three of Wands is here. It brings you a lot of stability, okay, and faster than you think. It does. I mean, I got two cards of fast. Knight of Pentacles reversed, the Knight of Swords in the upright, the Empress in the upright. It brings you success, attention, people faster than you think. Tell me about that Page of Swords. I feel like a lot of people are going to... Well, let me just clarify it first. Again, if you're having trouble channeling, get near some water, all right? Water near you can help you channel better until you really get that muscle turned on. We got death. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. I am talking to you're getting messages from the other side, period. Whether it's other side departed ones or other side something you're supposed to put into this world. I don't know why they're showing me John Lennon and that song All You Need Is Love. You know, do we ever wonder why some of the great people, they do something really great and then they can go tragically or they go quickly, but it's like they did something great. And I'm not saying don't relate that to like doing something and leaving, but look at what he left behind. And this is a special kind of work where there's something to leave behind, literally. Like if you were to write a book or write a song, or this is like legacy stuff. And you're being guided not to resist it because, you know, there could be a lot of resistance here. So don't resist your gift. January 23rd, Aquas. 10 of Swords. Painful endings. Literally. 8 of Wands. Again, yeah. This is like when people, or when something happens, like I was just talking about John Lennon, when something happens tragically, you know, it's abrupt. And it's like almost somebody didn't get to say what they wanted to say. And here's this psychic who communicates. You see how you deliver a message? I can't make this up. It really is showing up like you're going to be able to deliver messages from people who are just from someone on the other side. You know, here's someone not here anymore to communicate to who they want to communicate to. So they use the psychic to communicate to the person they want to communicate to. And you're showing up as the psychic. And when you get on fire, you're going to be on fire, okay? And you're not going to be wondering what my purpose is, what my calling is. Like, what am I supposed to do? You're not even going to be thinking that no more. And you're going to be very satisfied. Because it's very fulfilling. You're going to be very fulfilled that you could help people. Let's get 3 more cards. I think we already know where this reading is going. It's your gift. You have the gift. And however you're meant to channel it, even if you're not a psychic, remember you're going to be channeling messages, and how you deliver them is up to you completely. 7 of Swords. I need to clarify that because it's not the best card. 6 of Pentacles. I almost feel like it's more of a self-sabotaging card. Yeah, Queen of the Ocean. It's almost like you don't believe in yourself or your gift. I don't know why. 5 of Cups. Because it's almost like you feel like you're going to doubt yourself. Like, I don't know. Am I going to live to regret it? Well, you don't know if you regret it. If you sabotage it to begin with, you won't ever know. Vacuum away the fear came out. I can't make that up. Tell me about the 7 of Swords. I feel like it's more of a self-sabotage because it's almost like if you're watching me and you're like, can I really do that? I don't know. Like sometimes I can channel, but I don't know. Like I want to be that person, but I don't know. Will I regret it if I do that? I don't know. There's a lot of doubt. And that is looking like self-sabotage. Tell me about that 7 of Swords. Maybe you're worried that people think that you're just the kind of person trying to take someone's money, you know, like just giving out messages, so you're taking someone's money. I don't know, but tell me about this 7 of Swords. It's the message. The Ace of Wands came out in the upright, and I saw it literally flip over. maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but have you already got messages and you haven't delivered them to whatever? Because I feel like you've already received messages and you haven't acted upon it, is what I'm feeling like. Let me know if that's true. Tell me about Six of Pentacles, because that's like, yeah, I got the message. I felt like I was supposed to say this, or I saw this, or I felt like I was supposed to do that, but I didn't, because I didn't want to regret it. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you've resisted. If you know, if this relates to you, okay, January 23rd, it's looking like you've already received messages and you've sort of resisted it. You've sort of pushed it away. You haven't acted on it. Maybe you regret not acting on it. Let's see what this regret is about. Five of Cups. Either maybe you regret not acting on it, or you don't want to regret it because of the pushback you feel you might get. Wheel of Fortune. Felt like it was the bad time, the wrong time. You got messages at the wrong time, or you feel like it was not the right time to bring it up. The Wheel of Fortune is that unfortunate circumstance. It is a card of timing, but it's also a card of, like, you were meant for this. You were meant to help people get through something bad. Even if you are a therapist, sometimes the Queen of Cups is that. Let's say you're a counselor, you're a therapist, and you get this message and you're not, there's something about not delivering it. I don't care who you are in life, what your position is in life. You have a gift, and it looks like you have the gift to be able to channel. And it looks like you're not acting on it. At least not 100%, but it's looking like you're not acting on it. And it looks like you've already had opportunities where you could and you haven't. But see, I want you to look at it not with fear, but look at it as how you are benefiting people. And how, if you don't put your gift out into the world, how you're actually robbing these people. Like, you made agreements with these people that you would help them, and now they're here, they're looking for it, and can't find you because now you're in your own fear about this, about acceptance, or about it not being the right time. But you are the one that was meant to help people get through difficult time in their life. That is a huge gift. Whether you're a psychic or you're just in any area of life and somebody's going through a hard time and they just feel compelled to talk to you, because I feel like that's even happened to you before, where someone who probably doesn't even know you feels comfortable around you to talk to you, and then you feel like you're supposed to say something, but you also, I don't know why I just heard it, but it's not my place. Like, maybe you feel like it's not your place to say something, but see, it is your place. Because you chose this place and you made contracts with many people here to help them through it. So whatever you're divinely guided to say, act upon, do it. It is your choice. You did choose this. And it looks like it helps people get through difficulty. You were meant to help people get through difficulty by using your divine gift. Tell me about the Queen of Ocean, which is the Empress. Yeah, just do it. It's going to bring you a lot of happiness and money. And there's the phone going off. And it looks like even a partner, someone to do it with, possibly. Because it's saying if all you have to do is decide to do it, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness, fulfillment, and possibly hear another person. So we're going to close out with an angel card. It's a great birthday reading. You're being asked to act upon your divine gift. You're being asked to deliver that message in the moment you receive it, or write it down, or, however you can give it, because the divine is going to work through you in mysterious ways. You're guided to take these divine channelings and put them out here in the world some kind of way. All right, let's close out with an angel card. A lot of angel cards, of course. 994, honor the goals. Okay, examine your current opportunities It's time to redirect to make decisions that honor your goals rather than your short-term gratification. The current opportunities presented to you need careful examination. Consider at this moment how your current daily activities feed into your long-term visions. Ask yourself if they help or hold you back from your ultimate dreams or goals, because there's some fear here. So ask yourself, what is holding you back from your long-term goals? Soul companions, I did see that you could, meet somebody right here. Soul companion, important connection, or building. So might already know this person, or you might not. But anyway, your angels want you to make new, mutually supportive bonds. The people you meet are special to your journey. Welcome them into your heart space. Think of someone in your life you've connected with recently. Send this person a message or reach out. Talk face to face. I feel like it's someone you're aligning with. You might know them already. I don't know. Inner strength. Okay. So this would be smash that self-doubt. Positive results are ahead. You have everything to gain. Okay. Really, you have everything to gain. Positive results are ahead. You have declined the right thing at the right time. You see? That's this. This is that. You declined it. You already have got messages and channeled, and you haven't done anything with it. Not saying you did it every time, but here's that confirmation. This is what you're going to get. Positive results. Positive results. Financial balance. You're going to get financial gain. With these habits, okay? It's a wake-up call from your angels. The flow of money reflects the flow of energy. So when you give this energy out, it's coming back to you. Again, you're going to have a following. You're going to have a following because this is your destiny. You were meant to do it. So this contributes to your finances. Take the time to get real about what is coming in and going out. And it has a lot to do with your energy. 555, major change. Get your mindset right for what is to come. Yes, these divine messages. So get your mindset right means really don't let your thoughts get in the way. Be really sound in the moment. Really listen and pay attention. Be hyper tuned to the moment that you're in. Like right now, look around. Look around you. What do you hear? What do you see? What do you smell? Be in tune with all your senses. Fully embrace the moment, because that's where all these divine messages are going to come from for you. So with the right mindset and the right alignment for your goals, it's actually your angel's way of readjusting your life to fit your desires. And if you're a tarot reader or want to get into that, same advice. Channel the moment. So in other words, if you're trying to read these cards, don't be trying to read this card for everything it means in the book. Your intuition is what sets you apart from being an AI reader. People are getting these AI readings, is absolutely dangerous, because AI just goes from the book. It doesn't go from spirit, from heart, from love. Set yourself apart from all that if you're into doing, stuff like this. Advice, signs are everywhere. This is an alert from your angels. They are around you, with you. You're going to get messages. Proceed in tricky situations. And like a tricky situation, quite literally, you come across a stranger. You don't know how to start up a conversation, but you have this message you're guided to give them. Okay, that's a tricky situation. Your angels can be crafty, so prepare to be surprised. Repetition is their favorite way to hit a message home. So like I'm telling you this today, you might get a lot of stuff pop up in your feed about your divine purpose. You might get a message, you might go travel out and it happens. I don't know. But anyway, you have the gift. And that's what your reading is if you were born January 23rd. Anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you in your next video for Aquarius. And namaste, my friends.